Title: My wife announced, "Our second honeymoon is still on, but I need one night with my ex to close that chapter." I said, "Close whatever you need." Then I closed our joint accounts, canceled the trip. She sat across from me, wine glass trembling just slightly in her hand. Her lips moved like she was rehearsing a line she'd practiced in the mirror. "Our second honeymoon is still on," she said softly, "but I need one night with my ex to close that chapter." I looked at her. Just looked. My face was still, my voice measured. "Close whatever you need," I told her. And in that moment, I already knew. She wasn't the one closing chapters. I was. We'd been married 8 years, the kind of marriage people envied from the outside. Weekend trips, quiet mornings with coffee, laughter over burnt pancakes. I gave her trust so freely it was almost reckless. She was my anchor, my constant, or so I thought. Love makes you blind. Trust makes you deaf. Together, they make you stupid. Looking back, the signs were there. Her phone tilted away when messages lit up, late-night catch-ups with old friends, excuses that carried the faint scent of rehearsed lies. I ignored them all, until she put the blade directly in my hand and guided it into my chest. That night, after her announcement, she went to bed like she'd confessed a minor sin, like she'd admitted to breaking a diet, not breaking a marriage. But I didn't sleep. I watched her back rise and fall, and I thought. I scrolled through our joint account while she dreamed beside me. Charges I didn't recognize, hotel bookings under her name, a gift store receipt that wasn't for me. The betrayal wasn't speculation anymore. It was ink on statements. It was numbers that didn't lie. I felt the ache, the humiliation. But under it, something colder sparked. A quiet, deliberate fire. Revenge isn't rage. Rage is loud, messy, stupid. Revenge is silence sharpened into a blade. I spent 3 nights collecting. Every charge, every message she carelessly left unhidden, every whisper of her betrayal. I printed, copied, backed up. Paper trails and digital shadows she thought would vanish became bricks in my foundation. I called the bank, shifted money, opened accounts in my name only, canceled cards, set alerts. I called the airline. Honeymoon canceled. Refunds wired to me. Then the lawyer. Calm, efficient, surgical. Papers drafted and waiting. By the time she packed her chapter-closing dress, my trap was already locked. She left with a kiss on my cheek. Light, casual, practiced. "I'll be back tomorrow," she whispered. I smiled. "Take your time." As she drove off to her night with him, her phone buzzed with the first declined charge. Dinner declined. Drinks declined. Hotel declined. Confusion must have spread across her face. Panic creeping in as her backup card failed too. She called me, twice. I didn't answer. By the time she checked her email, she'd find the divorce papers served. The subject line, "Chapter Closed." She stormed into the house the next morning, mascara streaked, hair tangled, eyes wild. She looked less like my wife and more like a cornered animal. You did this?" she spat. I didn't raise my voice, didn't move, just slid the folder across the table. Bank statements, screenshots, photocopies, the truth in black and white. Her breath hitched. "You ruined us," she whispered. "No," I said, leaning back. "You ruined us. I just made sure the ruin didn't take me with it." She collapsed into a chair, trembling hands over her face, the weight of consequences finally landing where it belonged. I didn't gloat. I didn't scream. That would have given her power. Instead, I walked past her, out the front door, into the clean air of a life I no longer shared. She thought she was taking one night to close a chapter. She never realized I was writing the ending to the whole book. No regrets, no second thoughts. I gave her my trust once. I'll never give her the chance to destroy me twice. The chapter isn't just closed, it's burned.